It is GG, no re, the podcast where we play video games. No, that's not. That's not right. I mean, tabletop role-playing games.
We do play video games.
We do play video games, but not on
Sometimes
the
we talk about it.
Yeah. I used to play video games. I still do, but I used to as well.
Oh, this is not.
I used to too.
Okay, hope this is not an omen about how things are going to go the rest of the day. But today we are going to do something that's going to be absolutely enthralling, captivating. We are going to start playing a game of Advanced Dungeons and Dragons First Edition, raw by the book, as Gary would have wanted. What this means is that we have created PCs for the players that are here. Today we have Asa.
Hello.
Tim.
Hello.
Stefano.
This is Stefano.
And Mason.
Hello.
They all have characters. They've all created them. Now, per the rules, it says that your first order of business is to enter a settlement of some kind, find lodging, and purchase equipment. So they have money, but they don't have any equipment. This is, of course, a practice that now we actively avoid. We don't ever start with like going to where there's no adventure and shopping. But that is the rules, and on this one, we are abiding by the rules. No crunching, sir.
Stefano.
I'm muting you. This is great. So
They don't eat snacks when they played AD&D.
So we are going to start as Gary would have wanted. And just, dear listener, this is kind of this is an experiment. It's like stop crunching.
Oh, I thought I was muted.
Doesn't matter. The discerning listener can still hear.
Especially with our new spatial audio.
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll talk about that
Only
later.
on Apple devices.
Dolby Atmos.
So what we're going to do is do it by the book. That means in this episode, we'll probably just get entering town and buying equipment. And it's just going to be real time. That's what's going to happen.
AD&D was not made for podcasts.
No, it was not.
Nope.
And if you're not interested in this, feel free to hit next. Okay?
Or don't listen. We're fun.
Okay, or you can listen. Maybe we'll have a good time. And maybe we'll actually get to a dungeon tonight.
Hit next in your podcast player of choice, which hopefully is a Podcast 2.0 device, so you can contribute to the Podcasting 2.0 universe, which promotes value for value. You can donate to your creators with satoshis.
We broke Tim.
What are you saying?
Tim's broken.
I
look it up.
haven't read your link.
Look it up.
on that.
Podcast 2.0.
Okay, whatever. That's not even...
Hey, I have a really great story about D&D
Nope.
that happened to me when I went to Walmart earlier to get an emergency dose of Benadryl for my son who has
go
autism.
Go ahead.
So I was wearing my D&D related shirt, which says Roll Initiative on it. And I was rushing out of the Walmart because we had already delayed our gaming through, our normal style by 2 hours. But I had to get Benadryl because I was texted and told, hey, our son has hives and it's really bad and he needs to go to sleep. So go get some Benadryl.
Wait, am I muted still?
Nope.
No.
I was in the parking lot twerking while this happened.
Oh, my goodness. I missed that.
Yikes.
Sadly.
How does he come up with these?
Oh, that's amazing. Boomer jokes. So
It's because I was literally twerking in the parking lot. It was great.
Literally not a joke. So I was coming out and
Twice.
I was walking very fast trying to get out. And the greeter guy, who was a younger man, maybe in his early 20s if I had to guess, a very, very large man also. He's physically very large compared to me. I was like, whoa, man. But, he had his mask on. He kind of stopped me while I was walking out. Hey, you play D&D? He's like, pointing at my shirt. You play D&D?
Yeah, right now, man.
I was like, yeah, man, I'm playing tonight. He's like, well, let me ask you a question.
As it happens, he's with us tonight.
So I immediately, I'm like, yeah. I was like, yeah, man, what's up? Hoping this is not going to turn into one of those things where some of the old Dragon Con, things where we're standing in line with all the people at the playing with randos.
Yeah.
And then they go into their stories about this one time when I was playing. So I had my bag of rats as a barbarian, and I cleaved through all of them to get 100 attacks in a row. So, no, I didn't really fully understand his question at first. It took me a minute, but it was something to the effect of, have you heard of a half-breed between a black dragon and some other race? I think what he said, ultimately it came around to it was talking about drow and stuff. I was like, it's like, oh, yeah, because, because sometimes silver and white dragons will take on human form, and they naturally pair with moon elves, literally. And it's like, now can you imagine if a acid breathing black dragon with a drow? I was like, yeah, man, they're evil. That'd be something else. And then he's like, oh man, it'd be like a 4-armed half Umber Hulk spider. I was like, yeah, man, that's something. And I was like, hey man, I gotta go. So I just kept walking, and I was looking. I was like, see man, have a good night. I kept walking, and he kept going. He was saying stuff at me as I was walking out. I didn't know what he was saying. It wasn't like he was mad. He was just he just kept going. Yeah.
Beautiful.
This is why you don't play D&D with randoms.
Or possibly why you do.
No.
Also, it's a mixed bag. If I'm quote unquote virtue signaling with my D&D shirt out in public, maybe some people will be, oh man, yeah, play it's cool, awesome, great. But some people,
yeah, you never know what you're gonna get. I mostly get old ladies asking me what my shirt means and if it means devil stuff. I say no, ma'am.
Most people just look at me and they're like,
look at the dude,
kind of scowl because it literally just says Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, yours just says Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah,
I tried to explain it to my grandparents today, and I was frozen for about 10 seconds because I didn't know where to start.
I know. What happens?
We talk about walking and fighting.
It's very free.
You ever seen The Lord of the Rings? Remove all the cool stuff, and it's pretty much just them walking to stuff.
It's just the Frodo and Sam parts.
My mom was one of these that kind of got caught up in the satanic panic stuff when I was a small kid, and so if I had wanted to play D&D as a kid, it would have been absolutely verboten.
Oh man!
I was watching a Conan.
I
was watching a Conan movie, and it was this is satanic. I was actually, it's just really poorly made and acted, but whatever.
So. All right, so let's carry on. We're actually going to do this. We're going to play D&D, the old school way, advanced way. So you guys, wherever you've come from, you are now walking together on the road. I will tell you some extremely basic background information that you'll know. You are in the barony of Eggwater, and you're headed toward...
Eggwater?
Just one G, but Eggwater.
Okay.
Yeah. Some people pronounce it Edgewater, but you don't have to. That's a regional thing. So what's happening is you're going to a village named Gladfield. And as you take a bend around the road, you can see the wall. It's not a big wall. There's fields outside, and it's just a wall of wooden stakes. And up high, there's a mound in the back where you can see the manor is there and the church. And it looks just like there's a village every couple square miles, or every couple miles as you walk. So this is an unremarkable village. The thing that is unusual about it is that there's a hill off to the left, maybe a football field away from the edge of town. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And when I was coming up with, I made a whole barony sandbox here, and I was like, how should I do my scaling? How big should my hexes be? And so one of my divisions, if you keep on fractally going down, is football fields. So I have a map that's just football field lengths.
Are you ready for some football?
There is a hill
you don't look like you're ready for some football.
On the top of this hill, with a large cliff at the bottom of which is the village, there are these giant swords stuck into the earth. Okay, that's this strange thing you notice about this village. That's what makes it unique. Looks like there was some battle back there a long time ago with giants or something. All right, so that's the weird thing. Now you get there to the village wall, and there's a guard sitting on a stool. He's just wearing mail and doesn't have a helmet on. He stands up to greet you. Says, "Hey there, travelers. What might be your business here?" By the way, I'm doing this because Gary said that this is the first step. You have to talk to the guard.
Well,
is there a small flame around anywhere?
No.
Okay.
Oh, dang it. Can't use your sweet spell.
Yeah. You didn't, but didn't you not take that one?
Yeah, I did not take that one. I just think it's hilarious.
Well, we're clearly here for this hill over here because it's the only thing that stands out of this village compared to all the other villages we passed. Lame.
Jeez, your village looks pretty. We're just coming in to buy some stuff.
Speaking. I don't know why everybody's. Okay.
It's not crunchy.
We're here to shop and sleep.
Shop and sleep? Okay. Well, just know we've got our eye on you. No funny business, all right?
Okay, cool.
All right. But, he holds out his hand.
I slap it.
Slap hands.
We know the moves.
Okay.
Too slow.
He holds out his hand. What do you do?
I give him a gold coin.
Well,
Gold?
have a great time.
Oh.
I want to ask him his name.
My name's Bill.
All right, Bill. I'm Vishard.
Come again?
Vishard.
All right. Yeah.
What was his name again?
Bill.
Bill Gatekeeper. Bill
Yeah.
Gates.
Bill Gates.
He hands out a syringe.
Man,
Sorry.
that's great.
I
I should have.
paused,
I
and
can't
then
believe
I-
I didn't even think of that. Bill Gates. Okay.
That's what I'm here for.
Does he own all the farms around here?
He does not.
Oh.
No, he's
the
a
lesser
window
known.
salesman.
Man, you're on a roll.
I'm pretty sure he invested on the farmland, too.
All right. So once you're in the
He
walls,
used to do apple orchards, but he got away from that.
He owns the apothecary in town. And
What?
the clinic.
do you have any other? Anybody have any other things they want to add?
I'm out of
Sorry.
Microsoft
Jokes
jokes.
has left the building. Sorry.
Yeah. We'll just Xbox these.
We just need to get like a little horse that we can keep on here and just beat it to death.
Oh, no. We know when we've
All
done a joke.
Now then, you can see this looks like a completely unremarkable village. You've got the same kind of stuff. It's not a market town, so there's never going to be a market. You can hear the hammering of the blacksmith, and you can see that there's smoke. The two biggest columns of smoke rising are from two establishments, as you figure to be the inns. The Lord lives remotely. Church is up on the hill. Where do you guys want to go?
I want to go to the blacksmith or whoever sells his wares.
All right. So you guys are heading over to the blacksmith. Oh, and we should appoint a leader character. Like the caller. You remember this stuff?
All right.
That's what Gygax, he's what he says to do. So who's going to do it?
Mason.
I
I
can.
don't know if Mason's ever been a caller.
I can do it. I tried to be a caller one session, but
Did it not work out?
I think it's important that you use the most mechanical language possible. Like,
I'm capable.
we have decided that we shall travel to the blacksmith.
I can do the caller.
Okay. So we're going to the blacksmith, and I'll just ask Mason what y'all do next. Okay, so you can hear the falls of the hammer get louder and louder as you get closer. And there's a guy there who's short, almost dwarf-like, but still quite obviously human, with flaming red hair and lame in one leg. He's hobbling around and has a crutch, so he steadies himself.
Lame.
And he has some sets of armor and weapons available just out that you can see. I mean, he lives in the house, and then attached to it is this open-air forge kind of thing. And so he sees you and sees that you're obviously not from here and says, "Oh, hey there, travelers. Can I interest you in anything?"
Hey, mate.
How much hay?
Can I
How
be-
much hay is around? Is there a lot of hay everywhere?
I mean, it's mainly farming here, so
Okay.
there's hay everywhere.
All right, good.
Can we see your wares, your weapons and armor, if you have any?
Oh, sure. Here you go. Just look around. And he
What are you buying?
he takes off the tarp that's on his table that has a bunch of stuff.
Oh, I thought you were going to say he's wearing a trench coat and he just...
Oh, no. That'd be great, though.
Does he do that for everybody?
Yes, he does.
They're right here.
He's just waiting for it every time. He just loves these. He just does this big...
When we leave, I want to stop and see if he turns around and puts I want to see him put the
put
tarp
it all back. He's waiting for the next person.
Okay.
It's the small things.
So I have... Gary doesn't tell you in the DM... There's actually a surprising number of things that are not... At least I missed them in the DMG. It doesn't tell you like how to stock shops at various sizes of settlements.
You just assume they have whatever you want.
Yeah.
I think that is the assumption, because if you look at Village of Hamlet, which is technically a village, although it's crazy. Like, villages back in the day did not have like money changers and general purpose traders and this kind of stuff. It was, but I think the assumption is that you can get pretty much whatever you want to get. But I have a
Mundane stuff.
I made a little system based on how expensive the thing you're wanting is, the less likely it is that they have it in stock. You'll be able to get basic stuff, though. Okay, so what are you guys looking for?
I want a dagger and a sling.
Dagger and a sling. Okay. He doesn't have any slings. He says you might be able to go over to the tanner.
Okay. You got a dagger for me?
A dagger for you. Yeah, I've got one right here. And let's see how much.
You got a better one?
Dagger comes with a scabbard. Yes, and he actually does have it. It's 2 gold.
You got it, my man.
I'm gonna get one too.
All right. Let's see if he has another one.
Oh,
Yeah, he does.
okay.
What about a two-handed sword?
Two-handed sword. And I'm also checking to see if they're crappy. Sword. See, this is entertaining radio. Two-handed sword, 30 gold, and let's see if he has it. Yes, he does.
Sweet.
What about a short bow?
And it's normal quality, Tim. Short bow. A bow that is short. Now, do you want composite? No, composite short or just regular short? Regular short is 15. Composite is 75.
I think composite adds... In Pathfinder, composite bows also add your strength modifier to damage, I believe.
Oh, that'd be dope.
Okay, okay. Composite bow
That's
has the same
pretty advanced.
fire rate. They do... these are ranges. So bow short has 5 range. Composite also has 5. Oh, the long range is different. The composite has a much longer long range increment.
Damage the same?
That's a great question. I'm glad you asked. Bow. All right, where's my... I've got so many sheets I had to print out. You would not believe it.
That's such small text.
Yeah.
I know.
This man's covered in sheets.
I know. Now, see, this... You might think, why are they wasting time on this? This is the content.
This is the game.
This is literally the...
Hey.
Want to know how this game works? This is how it
This
works.
is
Yeah.
how it works.
If you're wondering when we're going to start playing the game, this is the game.
Now, ideally, every single one of the players has a PHB and can just look this information up, but that's not the situation we find ourselves in. These are matrices. Here we go. Bows. Hurled weapons and missiles. Okay. Bow composite short. Bow short. They have different armor versus AC adjustments. So the composite is better versus armor. And it looks like their damage is the same, though. But your chance to hit against certain armors is better.
It's not worth 75
It's
gold.
not worth 75 gold.
No,
right?
I'll just
not
get a
right now.
Regular short bow.
Okay. That is...
So, what am I... So for the weapons, if I have a two-handed sword, what am I writing down? Like the defense adjustments? Like on this sheet, I'm trying to figure out what am I writing.
I don't know about your sheet. Let's just do this shopping first, and then we can figure that out.
How much was that?
I believe that was 15.
Okay. All right. So I'm good. Actually, can I see if he has a staff?
A staff?
Yeah.
Staff. And your bow is fine, by the way.
Oh, good.
Staff. I don't see a staff.
Or a dart.
You might have to go to the carpenter for that anyway.
Oh, okay. What about a dart?
A dart. Yeah. And it is 5 silver.
Oh.
By the way, the exchange rates are different. 10 copper to 1 silver, like normal, but 20 silver to 1 gold. So silver is less valuable, and therefore copper is less valuable.
How much silver to 1 gold?
20.
Yeah.
And how much was the
5 silver.
5 silver
For the dart.
Wow. Okay. I'm gonna get 1 gold piece worth. So
So that's 2 darts.
I,
No, 4 darts.
4 darts.
Yep.
I'd like to. I'm asking him about sling bullets. Do you have sling bullets?
Sling bullets. Yeah, I've got sling bullets because he can just melt down
Yeah.
the metal. So yeah, he'll definitely have that, or you can make them for you today. So let's see. Does he have them in stock? Yes.
did he have darts?
Yeah, I just said that.
Okay, I didn't know
darts.
if you rolled for it. All right, I'm actually gonna buy more than.
He has 6 darts.
Okay. I'll buy all 6.
Okay. You have to check back with him in a couple days, and he might have some more stuff. Or you can get him to commission stuff. You'll just have to wait for it.
Does he have armor? Like what is
Yeah, he's got some armor.
How many sling?
I got. Oh,
Sorry, I was gonna wrap up the sling bullets. How many of those do they have?
Bullet sling. Where is that? Provisions, religious items, transport, livestock, miscellaneous items.
under ammunition?
I'm looking for that. Bow, dart. arrows, sling. Okay, sling and bullets, or just sling bullets. Okay, you can get a score. Of course, Gary is writing them in scores for 10 silver.
I'm down.
Okay, and we'll say he has 3 score. So
I'll take 2 score.
okay. All right, and armor. Like I said, he won't have anything higher than. Well, I'll see what he does. Where's my little thing? There it is. He does not have splinted. He has. Well, just tell me do you know what you want? Do you just want the highest you can get?
Yeah, I want to know what that is.
Chain is 75 gold. Do you have enough to buy it?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I want also.
And he will have one of those. I'll have to see if he has another one, because chain is like the standard thing, so it's not weird. Yeah, he has actually 2, so y'all can both get it.
I have a list of things that I want chainmail. I would like a morning star.
Okay.
And I would like a battle axe. Wait, so in
He
some
actually does not have a morning star.
okay, in some systems a paladin can't use a bladed weapon, but that's not applicable here, right?
I don't know. I didn't read it.
I read it and it didn't say anything about
Well,
it.
then you're good.
Okay.
Clerics can't.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to go somewhere where I can get other like leather
So he-
armor.
We'll go to leather working
He
it.
doesn't have a morning star?
No, I checked.
Oh man.
He can make one for you, but doesn't have one right now.
Okay.
You can get a mace, which is basically the same thing.
Yeah, let me get what's the difference in a footman's and a horseman's mace?
Well, I'm glad you asked. So glad you asked.
I've looked and I cannot find.
We're not stopping the game for this. This is the game.
Yeah.
This is the game.
Look it up.
Okay.
This is why people ate, by the way.
The horseman's mace weighs less.
Uh-huh.
It is shorter.
Uh-huh.
Space required is shorter. It's just smaller. It is faster
Okay.
and probably worse at. Yeah, it's worse at.
I want a footman's mace and a two-handed axe if you have it.
Okay, so Footman's mace. Let's see if he has it. Did I say he had it? I don't think I did.
I don't think you. Yeah.
Footman's. Yeah, he has it, and
Nice.
it's 8.
Okay.
And what kind of axe?
Like a two-handed battle axe.
Battle axe. Okay. You don't want a bec de Coban?
What's that?
You don't want a Bilge's arm?
Yes, I want a Bill Geese arm instead.
Okay. What do you really want?
That I want one of those. That's one of those cool halberd type things, right?
Yeah, both of those things are. So is a Bardiche.
Yeah. Let's go with a Bill Geese arm.
Okay, Bilge's arm. Let's see if he has it. And yeah, he's got it.
What luck!
Yeah, I want to ask Bill the gatekeeper's last name, and you should name your sword after that.
His last name is Geesarm.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
All right. How much is that, Joker?
The Bilge's arm is 6.
6. All right. One other question, and then I will quit. Is there any difference? There's a thing in here about shield sizes.
Yeah.
Is there like a standard size I'm supposed to have?
There is some text about that. Let me see if I can.
I didn't find it, but I didn't read carefully about shields.
There's some difference between what you can do with small and large shields,
Okay.
and
But I think there's a medium.
Slowly
shield
watching
size.
Tim realize that this was a mistake.
listen, we're gonna get through this. We're gonna
Look,
we're gonna
I didn't-
power through it.
I'm not drinking anything. I'm still struggling.
We're gonna power through it. Armors, weapons. Okay, here we go. Shield raises armor class by 5%. That assumes attack from the front, where the character can interpose it between himself and a blow. A small shield can be counted against only 1 attack per melee round. A normal size shield can effectively be counted against 2 attacks per melee round. A large shield, so there's small, normal, and large shields. A large shield is up to 3 attacks per melee round. Attacks from the right flank and rear always negate the advantage of the shield, etc.
Unless you have 2.
So
Unless you're dual-wielding
since I'm
shields.
a big, reasonably strong guy, I should go with a large shield if I can afford it.
I don't know all the benefits and drawbacks of the shield sizes, but I would assume that makes sense.
Okay.
So you can tank.
Let's do that.
If
If you have one, sir.
in my 176 years on this earth, I've
Are you a dwarf?
no, I'm an elf.
Elf.
You never fail when you have a bigger shield.
So true.
So.
Shield
old-
large, 15 gold, and he has one.
Nice. That's what I will take.
And he says, well, it's got the coat of arms of this town on it, by the way.
Ah, man. That's a souvenir.
I love it.
So it's Jules and Argent. That's split down the middle. The left side is silver, the right side is red, and it's got 2 crossed swords that meet in the middle, and they're the opposite colors, like yin yang.
Nice. I like it.
For the chain armor, like, how does this work, and where? I got to figure out a place to put my armor.
What do you mean? How's it work?
Is it just like an AC number?
It gives you AC 5,
There is a
and if you use a shield,
Mine doesn't have a.
there's like a +3 or something if you have chain armor and a shield.
no, it's just it reduces your AC by an additional one.
Yeah, I don't see anywhere on here.
What are you looking for, buddy?
I was wondering if there is a place that specifically designates AC on this sheet, and I don't.
Do you not have an
see-
AC place on your sheet?
I do not see one.
Well,
No, wait. I see it. It's where this print fail happened right here. Look. It's right there where it says hit points. There's AC.
Weird. Okay, there you go.
Over top it.
So you have AC 5 and then 4 if you use a shield.
Okay. And do I need to write anything specific for my two-handed sword? Like some information about damage or something, or whatever numbers apply?
Yeah, sword two-handed. It's 250 coin weight. So note that. Are you ready? 200.
Okay.
And then 6 feet long, speed factor 10.
Okay.
And it does 1d10 against smaller medium opponents and 3 to 18. So 3d6 against large opponents. Ah.
So good against large.
Really good against large. Now that's cool. That is wild.
What it do? What is? Do you know what this?
Cool is relative.
Maybe a weapon adjustment versus armor class. Okay.
Yeah, and I have a table on that.
Okay.
Oh, I have a table on that.
I have a table.
This is it.
Full
You find it.
it's like homework.
Baby. So it's sword, comma, two-handed.
Yep. Okay.
And then you have your speed factor, which speed factor doesn't come into play a lot. It comes into play if you're tied on initiative and then already in melee. Because the person who strikes first before you get into melee is whoever has the longer weapon.
Yeah.
And then once you close, then if you tie on initiative, then the speed factor goes into play to see who strikes first. And if your speed factor is like 3 times the other guy, like if you have a dagger versus a spear, you can hit like 2 or 3 times in the round. Like, so.
And when you get tired of that, just move on to 2nd edition.
Exactly. Well, actually, I don't know how much different 2nd edition is. When you get tired of that, do basic D&D. All right. Now then.
Is that the table he was looking at?
Does everybody have what everyone needs?
Yeah, from the blacksmith I do.
Okay. Are we done with the blacksmith?
I believe so.
How did you?
I'm just not clear on what we do with our armor class at this point.
It gives you an armor class.
Sorry.
You put on armor, and now you have the armor class of the armor.
Oh, I'd like to ask him an ignorance, because I haven't read anything like this in terms of items. Does he have a grapple hook?
Does he have a grapple hook? I will check. And I will put its probability at lower than my little system would say. Let's see. Miscellaneous equipment and items. Backpack box. Lantern, mirror. Pouch, quiver.
Wait, he has a backpack?
No, I'm just looking at
Oh.
I'm just looking at all this stuff.
metal.
Sack.
It's not a good backpack.
Spike, iron, large provisions. Yeah, I'm not seeing a grapple hook anywhere. So you can get him to make one for you.
I'll commission one.
Okay, pay him 10 gold.
Done.
Okay. And just when you come back into town, just have a reminder to pick it up.
That's the armor. Is that the armor class?
What armor do you
table?
have?
I have chainmail and a large
Armor class
shield.
5. Armor class 4.
And a large shield.
4. 4 is your armor class.
Because that says 3.
Does it?
I think
This
so.
is splint or banded mail plus.
Oh, I was looking. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was looking because I had my heart set on that splinted mail, and then I didn't get
He
it.
specifically, he did not have.
Sorry.
Chainmail plus...
You're 4.
So 4. Okay.
Yep.
That's what I need to know.
Wait, am I going crazy? Chainmail plus splint mail, banded mail. What? Shield / scale mail plus. Oh, okay. I see. That's very confusing, the way that's written.
I thought so too.
Thanks, Gary. I was right, but
Okay.
very understandable. Very understandable confusion. Okay, so is everyone done with the blacksmith?
Yes.
Done with blacksmith.
Okay. So now, where do we want to go now?
I think we want to go to the tannery.
Okay. All right. So you can see one of the houses has a tan skin just nailed to the door. That's the one.
Right on
So
the nose.
what do you do?
Oh no, we accidentally went into the cannibal's house.
I'm gonna try to open the door.
All right.
gonna
So
knock.
it's locked.
It's locked.
Yeah.
I'll do a little knock.
Just a second.
You're gonna do shaving.
And while you're standing here, you can smell some bad fumes.
Yeah.
You know, and a guy comes with a big apron with like blood on it and stuff, and he's like,
Yep, cannibals.
"What can I do for you?
We bring business. We'd like to buy.
Are you gonna buy some other stuff? All right. Well, my shop's out way yonder, but I got some stuff in here. Just give me a second. I'll roll it out for you."
Okay.
So,
Oh, I want to look back at the blacksmith. Is he putting the tarp back over the weapons?
yeah, he's putting the tarp back. You gotta keep
Smoothing
all the
it out.
moisture out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's not theatrical at all.
Theater.
So the smith comes back in here, and or it's not the smith,
Sorry.
the tanner, and he doesn't go by that. He goes by this.
look like a magician.
And he lays it out just on the ground there. He says, well, this is what I got. My name's Willie, by the way. It's good to meet you. Y'all just passing through?
Can I call you Bill?
I reckon. It's my wife calls me Bill.
Yeah.
She's been dead for a while. All right, so
Hate to hear that.
what
Willie.
strikes your fancy here? So what are you trying to find?
You got a sling?
Oh, I got tons of them, man. I got like 3 of them.
Yeah, I'll take a sling.
All right, sling is 15 silver pieces. Well, I mean, it comes with a dozen bullets. Do you want the bullets? I only sell them with bullets.
If it comes,
You don't
with
really
it,
have a choice. I was just being nice.
If it comes with it, I'll
I
take
mean,
the bullets.
it's a good combo. It's 15 silver for the lot.
Okay.
Hey, Willie, I already sold him some bullets.
Now these are stone bullets. I got them out of the river.
These are
myself. Yeah, it's rocks.
But they're nice, smooth rock.
You got a backpack?
Got a back? Yeah, I got a backpack.
This one, I think this one's got a geode in it.
Backpack. Let's see how many backpacks he has. He's got 4 backpacks. Isn't that great? There's 4 people.
How convenient.
Nice.
We don't already have backpacks. We've been like
No,
walking this
there
town.
is 0 gear.
I buy a backpack.
That's interesting. So where did we come from? Maybe
Where did it come
we
from?
didn't walk to this town. Maybe we were just friends. We grew up here.
That's not what it
inex-
says. That's not what Gary says. Well,
Inexplicably,
actually,
we're on the road.
Gary doesn't say you can't be from here. He just says you're walking in there for the first time and the guards don't know you.
Where did we come from?
Where did we go?
Well, I mean, most medieval travelers, I don't think, used backpacks.
What did we use? What did we carry our
I mean,
effects in?
towns are
Did they
like
have people carry it
towns are
for
like
them?
an hour walk apart, like little villages and stuff. So you just have a purse.
Well, when you go
Yeah, but-
hunting, what do you carry when you go hunting?
I don't think the
Sacks,
idea was I'm
maybe?
just going on like a day trip to like the nearby town. I thought this was like we were heading out on an adventure.
I'm just letting you know what the rules say.
Okay, do you got some leather
Now,
that can
when I
carry
run
stuff?
Yeah, when I run my homebrew stuff, of course things will be different. But yeah, they have backpacks. You can buy backpacks.
Sweet. How much is a backpack?
Backpacks are provisions. Is that provisions? Miscellaneous equipment? Yes, miscellaneous. 2 gold.
All right, wicked.
Guess I'm getting one.
And I need leather armor.
Leather armor. He's got that for you.
Woo.
5 gold.
All right, cool.
Me too. I'm getting leather armor.
What does that make me?
How many does he have? He has 5 of them. Leather is, I think, makes it 8. Oh, I've got it right here. Leather or padded is AC 8.
Okay.
But then you have a dexterity adjustment, I believe. But you need to keep in mind your armor class type. Like what type of armor, regardless of what your actual AC ends up being. Because for weapon adjustments, you need to know the type.
Because I have surprise when I'm alone and not wearing metal armor.
What do you mean you have surprise?
2 and 3 chance to surprise somebody.
Why do you have that?
That's part of my class. It's right here. You told me to write it down.
Oh, no, that's because it's for your race.
Oh yeah, that's what it is.
'Cause
Elf.
you're an elf.
You have to bring race into it.
So I have a blank on here for my weapon for hit. I have one for damage, and then I have one for weapon damage, and then range. And it's not on here anywhere.
Don't worry about that.
You sure?
We'll get to that when we get to it.
Oh, okay. All right. I didn't know if I needed to know all that.
Anything
stuff.
else you want to buy from the leather worker? From Leather Willie?
I got one of those backpacks, too. if you got 'em.
Willie, you got anything special for me?
What do I got? What has old Willie got for you?
Something a little bit more pricey, if you know what I mean.
Well,
A man of taste. You got this. Got this rare water skin made from an auroch scrotum.
that's exactly what he has.
Now you're saying that, but we need provisions. So I need that water skin.
Yeah, I got water skins. Let's see, I got 4 of them. Man, I'm just rolling
Look at
4s all
this.
the time.
How much, Willie?
Water skins are skin for water or wine, 15 silver.
Okay, I got one.
3/4 a gold piece.
And
Just gonna
you
round
need
down.
thieves' tools,
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
right?
Yeah,
That's 30 gold.
30 gold.
You can get it from the blacksmith. We'll see.
Let's say I got.
Let's say you pay for it and already had it, because that's not something you would just go like buy. You know, can you give me some thieves' tools?
I'm looking at the thieves guilds would be on me
You
immediately.
need some
Yeah.
tools.
So
of a
I still
specific
subtract the
variety.
money.
Oh,
30
wink.
gold.
This way.
I'm gonna do a little bit of judgment call there.
Lucille.
All right.
I don't care for Job.
Do you have any?
Here's
Willie-
some money. Go see a Star Wars.
Willie, do you have any animal fat?
Oh, I got tons of animal fat. I got more than I can handle myself.
You got any stored that I can carry around?
Oh yeah, sure, man. I don't know. Give me 5 silver for it, and it'll come in this little pot.
Okay, done.
All right.
I'm glad you're going with the animal fat and not any kind of hydrogenated oils.
Yeah, no seed oils.
Thank
Bad
you.
for you.
All right.
What
I don't know.
What?
Let's go.
What is it, Mace?
maximum noise happening when the mics go live?
Yeah. All right. What else do we need?
This is real life. This is what it's
Think. Look at your sheet. What am I gonna miss? What am I gonna be sad I don't have?
like. Rations.
Rations. Yes. Yes.
Homemade jerky.
Skin for. Where are the rations on this sheet? I don't. There's lifestyle. Just take along a pig with you. Mobile rations.
We need cheese and
Provisions. Here we go. Rations for 1 week. Standard is 3, which means they'll go bad. Iron won't go bad. It's like jerky. It's 5 gold. Standard is 3 gold for 1 week.
So standard 3 gold for a week. Iron 5 gold for a week.
Correct.
I've got iron.
I'm gonna. And how long does it take for them to go bad?
Iron functionally just won't go bad in the time frame in which you would use it.
Well, right. So I was asking about not iron.
Oh, they won't last more than a week.
Okay. So I'm just gonna buy regular for now. I feel like we'll be in and out.
When do I fill out my last will
And
and
you
testament?
would get these rations from the inn, by the way,
Oh well, we definitely need to go to the inn.
because you have to secure your lodging.
So are we done with the tanner?
I guess it's assumed we just went to the inn. I got rations.
No, we're not assuming anything. We
Yeah.
haven't gotten rations.
Are y'all done? Are y'all done?
Yeah, I'm done
Tanner?
with the Tanner. Yep.
There.
Let's
We're at the end now.
let's pick the closest inn.
Okay.
Wait.
Well,
There's probably only one in here.
no, there's 2.
You weren't listening very
Now-
closely.
I would say, like, if this were my game, a village is only going to have 1 inn, if that.
That's what I'm saying.
But this one has 2 inns because Gary makes a point. You have to decide which inn you want. In this case, we have 2.
What do we split?
There's one called the Crossed Swords that's near the entrance, and it just looks like a normal tavern. It just has the sign of the city on its what do you call that? The signboard, signpost, sign.
Signpost.
You didn't even say sign.
Sign. Yeah.
Improved high definition signs version 2.0 for Skyrim.
But like down the street a bit, toward the center of town, there's a smaller building with a door about half as high,
The prancing
and that
pony.
one's called Halfway There, and it's
No.
run by hobbits, and it's sized for hobbits.
We're going there.
Yeah.
100%.
We're not-
going to the halfway.
So you want to try to go to the halfway?
Yeah.
halfway there in?
Sized for hobbits.
We don't want the
I don't want to have to duck.
you don't want the city run in. It's got the emblem on the door. The police are going to be all around. I'm trying to hire henchmen.
Oh, I didn't know this.
Yeah, if y'all want to hire hirelings and henchmen, there's all that to do.
I want to hire a hobbit.
That seems hard.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
So much crunching and noise.
Yeah, what is
people?
What is the?
That's just a rapper.
Oh, it's just a wrapper, so it doesn't
It's a
count.
wrapper.
It doesn't make decibels. Hey, can we throw that away? Thank you.
No, there's chocolate in it.
Oh, well, don't throw it away then. All right. So, you are we going to go to the halfling inn? The halfway there inn? Okay.
Yes.
So, what do? You knock on the door? You just go in? What's up?
How big is it?
I'm gonna go to the non-Hobbit Inn because I want to sleep comfortably.
Okay. So, while you're going across, I guess the other guys are going toward the halfway there
Can I
inn.
fit?
Yeah.
Okay.
The door is like 4 feet high.
How tall are the ceilings inside?
They look like they might be 6 feet.
How tall are elves?
Well, you should have marked how tall you are. That was part of what we did last time.
No, you said.
Did I not say?
Yeah, we didn't reach that point. We were
Well-
doing. We touched on adjustments for height, and you said don't worry about that.
Oh, okay. Well,
Oh, I forgot. I'm a leather worker, a tanner, a skin worker.
Oh, look
well,
at that.
that means you can do the work yourself if you want.
Yeah, that's right.
Isn't that great?
Should have
Because
done.
I left because I didn't want to take over my father's company, Good Elf Skin Jobs.
Well, I can look up and
I
see
actually wrote that down.
Yeah, of course you'd write that down. All right.
Not any of their stuff.
Not
just
like
Good
useful.
Elf Skin Jobs.
Not anything useful. Okay. Let me see if I can find this height
down, but
table
not how
real
tall
quick.
I am.
I'm probably not going to worry about it. It's not there. It's not there. I'm not going to worry about it right now. But elves, I think, are like roughly human height.
Okay, I thought they were taller.
Well, roughly human height.
I didn't know which way you were going.
I don't know either.
All right, well, I'll stay at the little halfling inn.
All right, so you get there. Do you knock on the door? Or you just go in. What's up?
Just
Someone
go in.
say what happens.
We're just going in.
All right, you go in. It is not locked. I mean, it's an inn. It's fine. It is exactly like you would expect an inn to be. You've got a roaring fire in the hearth.
But
You got some stew.
miniature.
You got some stew on. You got tables. You got some curly-headed small folk sitting there looking at you as you come in, and raising a mug to you. And then over behind the bar, you get a little guy who says, "Hey there, come on in. Are you sure you got the right place?"
Yeah, that'd be a good name for an inn, right?
Oh yeah, this place looked a lot cozier than the other one.
Well, it's very cozy. I like to think that. Well, come on, we have one room for tall folk. You can have that one.
Oh my God, they're adorable.
Yeah,
I'm getting one.
I want one.
You know, something that's kind of funny. We're half price of that other one.
So my man, how much to stay here for about a week and eat?
Just
Oh, jeez, Rick, I don't know.
just 10 silver is fine.
Sweet, and that includes
That's
food.
the room. No, food's separate. That's another 10.
Okay, yeah, here you
And
go,
you
man.
just have whatever stewing.
Is that per person?
No, that's for everybody.
I'll pay for it. Yeah.
No, yeah, that's
Big
fine.
spend.
I wasn't
Do it.
really worried about who was going to pay for it. I'm just kind of worried about their business plan.
And I couldn't find how much it costs to like stay at an inn, so I just took food and used that as the basis. I don't know.
Just assume it's a family-run inn for generations, and they have no overhead
It's
anymore.
it's a breakfast in bed. You only pay for the food,
Yeah,
and
it
you
says-
get the bed inclusive.
Food merchant's meal, 1 silver.
Wait, this is a love hotel. Is that $10? Wait, is that 10 silver for like 6 hours?
The week.
No, y'all are sharing one room, but it does have a
we've
heart.
got one room.
It has a heart-shaped tub
Oh,
in
okay.
there, so it's good.
So actually, I guess it should be 40 silver for the board. Wait,
For the food.
for the food, and then 10 silver for the room.
Okay,
So 50 silver.
yeah.
That's better.
So that's kind of like what it is when we go to Dragon Con.
Yeah,
Because we all pile into one room,
Pile into one room.
and our food is more expensive than the room is.
Okay.
So there's just barely enough room for you guys all to fit.
But
in
I'm
the
at
tall
the
person room.
I'm at
Oh, yeah.
the normal person.
Oh, that's
inn.
right.
Oh yeah.
So there's just 3 of them.
Okay, so you've just got to pay 2 silver a day. So the 20 silver a week. That's not any, or 1 gold a week. That's not any problem for a man like you. So you go in there, and the innkeep is a big guy who moves with an extreme rigidity in his posture and has a very long, sharp black beard. He's bald, and He says, what can I do for you?
I just want a room.
And he gives you the aforementioned rates. So 20 silver for you. Or, well, no, excuse me, 1 gold. And there's 1 free room up there. That's all yours. You can put your stuff there.
So I take the deal and go upstairs.
All right. Now what do you guys do?
I'd like to look around the room and somehow determine someone to talk to that would be a good henchman to hire.
Okay, well, there's only hobbits in
A
here.
hobbit henchman.
Yeah.
And but is there any procedures? I'm not going to worry about that. There are procedures,
That's the game.
but I would have to do a ton of reading at
Procedures
this point,
game.
and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to assume you can find 1 eligible hireling or henchman here. Are you looking for? Okay. Do we know the difference between hirelings and henchmen?
I know that there is a difference.
Okay. Hirelings are just like servants. They're wage laborers. You pay them for something and they do it. You can get a kind of hireling called a man-at-arms who will fight. However, he fights for a wage, not for a share of the treasure, and he does not accrue experience. So if you want a backup character, you don't want a hireling. You want a henchman. Henchmen, you can pay them a wage, but the primary way that they're supported is by a share of the treasure. They also get a half share of the XP. So they get a full share, but then half of it is wasted. So they advance, but not as fast as you guys.
I'd like to use my decent charisma to try and get a hireling.
Okay.
No, a henchman, sorry.
All right. So we do need to take a break while I briefly read the rules on this, because all this stuff does actually matter, and there's like rules for it, and your charisma goes into it. So let's take our first break of the night, and we'll figure out the henchman hireling situation. You know, I was totally right when I said that the rules are very involved for henchmen. This one also, on the facing, actually on the same page, but in the facing column, has a great illustration. It's some PCs, and they have an idea to infiltrate the rat men by dressing as rats. So they have little
that
rat
is a
costumes
beautiful
on.
picture.
With their Mickey Mouse hats.
They're dressed as Asa.
and their
me.
And their little cone, their cone with like a black ball in the front as their rat noses.
Somebody had that idea.
That's great. That is great.
So you can hire Disney World tourists as henchmen.
Yeah, you could hire me as a henchman.
Are you guys ready to learn about henchmen?
Oh yeah.
Already.
Henchmen,
Can't handle it.
whether male or female, are greatly desired by the discerning players, for they usually spell the difference between failure and success in the long-term view. And he goes on and on and on and on. Knowing this, the real question for the dungeon master is, who will be attracted? Where will they be found? When will they come? And what will the cost be? These questions are answered in detail hereafter.
Oh, you're about to bring it.
Oh, okay.
Asked and answered.
Okay, so you can only get henchmen equal to your level or less, yada yada.
A number of henchmen
No.
equal to your level.
I can have 3.
Henchmen equal to your level or less.
Oh, okay. The
We
level.
determine number of henchmen during our character creation.
That's based on your charisma score. The default is 4. The locale, okay, race, yada yada, racial specifications, number of prospective henchmen. Human and half-orc characters suitable for level advancement are found at a ratio of 1 to 100. So I guess that means 1 out of 100 in each population group will be suitable if they are humans or half-orcs.
Interesting.
So I already know there's like 300 people in this town, so that means there's a maximum of 3 human or half-orc henchmen that could be found here.
Wow.
Okay. Other races will have an incidence of 1 in 50.
Oh, I thought it was just going to be. I thought it was going to be less likely.
Yeah, so did I. But I guess if I don't know. I guess that just means demi-humans are more adventurous.
Because they can't find stable work.
Oh, but only 1 in 1,000 of the population will be interested in offers employment as a henchman for non-humans. Okay, whatever.
Well, yeah, if you sell it as you can be my henchman, who's going to be on board with that?
I'm gonna keep it going. Well, there
Could
might
be
be
a
as many
partner in this
as 25 or more
adventure.
prospective henchmen in a city of 25,000 cited above. Okay. The player character desirous of locating 1 or more for service must be able to reach the NPCs. Oh, so it's 1 in 1,000, right? Yeah, 25 in a city of 25,000. So not 3 in a city of 300, but less than 1. Because it says about 1 in 1,000 will be interested in offers of employment. So he was just giving us the numbers suitable if they wanted to be, but not that they want to be.
That they're capable of such things.
Capable of it.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay, thanks, Gary. So, yeah. You must be able to reach so you need to go to a place that has at least 1,000 people.
Okay, so this is kind of like a mini quest where you go and seek out.
Mm-hmm. So you go to the town.
I see.
So I guess we're not going to do that right now. And it's funny, he says to start in a village, but villages don't have the population. Okay. So the way you do it is typically you post notices in public, and that has an effectiveness rating and a cost. You hire a crier, hire agents to seek prospects, and then you can frequent inns and taverns. In this case, let's just pretend that we might be able to find one henchman. Okay?
Okay.
Let's just pretend. So are you ready for how this works?
Going on easy mode.
Are you ready for how this works? Okay, fine, we won't. Let me just tell you what.
I didn't think he implied that I was going to get one just for the sake of reading the rest of the rules for henchmen.
So what you have to do is do these procedures, yada, yada, yada. You can go up to 10 establishments, like bars you can go to, but then the effectiveness of each additional one is reduced. Okay. Then there's a length of time required for responses, and then it tells you how to figure out how many come per day, how many total that you're waiting, and then what class distribution they will be, like 20% clerics, 44% fighters, etc. And then cost of successful employment, initial payment, equipment, quarters and support, shares, and then you figure out their loyalty. So it starts at 50% plus or minus your charisma modifier. And then you add a bunch of other stuff like what race are you to? What alignment are you to?
Oh, yeah, because some races don't get along.
Right. And then there's all kinds of, he gives a list of morale check situations, loyalty tests that will happen like in the adventure. Like if you leave them alone, what happens? You know, that kind of stuff. And yeah. And so then you have your loyalty score. Wow. And then lots of other stuff. How long you give them a contract for affects their loyalty. Their training, their pay, their discipline, your treatment of them.
So this is the big mini game inside of 1E. It's Henchman Simulator.
Pretty sure you're meant to do this over downtime. Because remember, like, if we adventure today for a week of game time, we technically can't play until a week of real time has passed with those same characters. So in the meantime, we can say, we can just like IM each other on Discord or whatever and say, okay, I want my guy to be.
Or back then, you ring him on the telly
or write letters.
Write a letter in the snail mail.
So there's a lot of things like that, like all those downtime activities, because of the way timekeeping happens, and you might not be able to play those characters for a while.
Yeah.
You do downtime with that, then you have a second set of characters that you run during downtime.
I like to think you keep a journal, and then when you get together, you say, okay, guys, I'm going to read to you my journal of the last 2 weeks. Dear diary, today I sought a henchman.
Yeah, so that's that. So we're just going to ignore that, because also I don't think you'd have enough money to do it, really. But it's good reading.
Man, I wish we had
How much money does a henchman cost? I missed that.
It varies.
The more you pay,
once you do all the,
there's no standard. We'll see. I don't know. And it's not less than 100 gold pieces per level of the applicant must be offered.
Oh, my goodness.
This will give a base 25% interest in accepting the position. Wow. For each additional 100 gold pieces, interest increases 10% to a maximum of 55%. And that's the base percent.
So you really got to, like, get into the game quite
Can you tell Gary was an insurance adjuster?
Yeah.
Well, doesn't he also say, like, to not get TPK'd, you have to have henchmen, sort of?
I mean, basically.
You know what we need to...
You have to, like, survive your first few adventures, get some cash.
Right.
And then you can start figuring out how you want to increase your survivability going forward.
You know what we need to design? We need to design some sort of mechanism that can keep track of binary conditions that can, eventually add up to some sort of computational mechanism that can keep track of these things.
I'm pretty sure someone has coded a henchman application where you put in all these variables and it'll spit the right thing out for you.
Was Gygax really an insurance adjuster?
That's what I believe. I mean, maybe that's just apocryphal knowledge, and I'm making that
Heart
up.
of hearts.
But it seems like he is, doesn't it? He's a spreadsheets guy. He knows Excel.
I just wasn't sure if that was a
joke.
like an actual
It was not meant to be a
bit
joke.
of lore.
It is meant to be an actual bit of lore, although I'd have to verify it.
I love it.
Trust but verify.
Okay. Anything else you guys need to do in town?
Definitely don't want to do anything with henchmen.
Need to get some paper, some parchment.
Do you really?
Yep.
Okay. Who would have pinchment?
Pinchment. I need the pinchment.
Who would have paper and parchment?
It's the only thing that's required for me to cast ventriloquism.
Ventriloquism?
Yeah.
Maybe,
that seems like an easy one.
Maybe the priest at the church would have some.
Gotta tear some sheets out your Bible.
I'm trying to think who'd have this. Would the blacksmith have some extra paper around, like for keeping accounts? Probably.
That's assuming
Everybody's got to keep
That's
accounts.
assuming the blacksmith can
They
read.
don't
Is
do
there,
it like
is there
that,
no
though.
kind of scribe in a town?
Yeah, I mean that would be. I mean, the Lord would have one that worked in like for him, and I don't know if he would stay with him.
Do they
probably
not have a Buc-ee's here?
They don't have a Buc-ee's. Yeah, you can go to the church. So the church is set up like a circle, and it's up on the hill opposite the Lord's Manor, and the doors are open so you can go through there. And there's just a couple people praying in the sanctuary, and off to the left you can figure that's where the rectory is, and you can knock on the door, and the guy that opens it. Let's see, the church. So Father Grant opens it. He's got his tonsure on. He's got his cassock on, and this is a church of Nerve, Nerv.
Oh.
Okay.
It's not N-U-R-V?
Now it's funny. I actually had like a method behind filling out the pantheons.
Uh-huh.
These are not like the default pantheons, so it just seems like it's a reference to Evangelion, but it's not.
Get in the mix, Shinzi.
Get in the dungeon, Shinzi, or Ray's gonna have to do it for you. Okay, she's still recovering. She's at 3 HP.
It's like
So Nerve is associated with what is he associated with? What's this guy? You would know this.
the nerve.
Of this dude.
God of pain, doctors, burial, and binding. He is the son of Gloth, the trickster god of wisdom. Nerve is always shown like in pain or like performing surgery on himself or having his guts splayed out places. He's a popular guy.
Well,
So the robes of the priests are always blood red, of course.
Cool.
And so there he is.
Metal.
He says, well, peace be with you. What can I do for you? You seem like you're from out of town.
Yeah, I need some paper.
Just blank paper.
Yeah, if you got any.
Yeah, I got some. How about a little donation? Let's see how much paper are we talking about?
Just maybe 10 sheets.
10 sheets. Sounds like 10 silver.
Okay.
I just drop in the donation box
Yeah.
there.
I
Thank you.
actually, I'm not aligned to anything. I'd like to learn a little about your Lord and Savior Nerve.
You ever felt pain?
Yeah.
That's what you can expect for the rest of your life. But do you want to experience it after your life?
Thanks for the paper.
All right. Just think about that. Every
So
time
now-
you feel pain,
I'm
think about me.
176 years old.
So now in real life, I want to learn more about this religion.
very intrigued.
Father Grant, let's say I wasn't devoted to Nerve and I've been through a life of pain thus far. What does that do for me?
You're not devoted to Nerve, but you've been through a life of pain.
Hmm.
Well, maybe Nerve is preparing you for his service.
So
Pain is both the preparation and the refining for a true believer.
what would it cost me to get involved with your little group here?
Nothing.
Cost me not in terms of physical
Also everything.
currency exchange, in terms of time, resources, maybe mental strain.
Well, it's Friday today. Why don't you just come by on Sunday?
If I'm around, I'll check it out.
All right. Well, I hope you'll be around.
Is there children's church?
There's not children's church.
All right.
You just stand up.
All right, that's fine.
We have a crying room. It's called the outside.
The crying room. That makes sense for the god of pain. Yeah. You just put him in there and let him cry it out.
We all have to cry it out.
Yeah. Then you come in here and you get to cry it out.
If you backslide, that means you've lost your nerve.
We have been in this
There it
building
is.
too long. It is time to leave.
Okay. So you've got your paper. You paid your 10 silver, right?
Papers, please.
Great. Is there a value for paper? Because I may have to adjust that. Incense, yada, yada, yada. Miscellaneous. Box, candle, case, lantern, mirror, oil, pole, pouch, quiver, rope, sack, skin, spike. No paper. Paper's not in here.
Wow.
You have to-
Oversight.
You have to watch that video where they weep for the trees.
There you go.
Where the
Love
hippies
you,
weep for the trees. You got to sit
trees.
through that whole thing for every piece of paper.
Hey, so you should have just stolen the notepad on our bedside table. And
Never mind. It's
yeah.
I
parchment. It's,
forgot the
an
Gideons. They
animal
leave their
file.
Bibles. I should have just taken that.
Okay, so I've got something to ask the priest.
Okay.
What about these hills out by the town? Giants fought. You know anything about that?
No, just legends. Apparently, it was just as recently as 300 years ago.
Just as recently.
I'm 176 years old, so
Oh,
that's
okay.
one generation above me.
You know, when everything got messed up, apparently these are from that time and not from earlier. So they're, as far as giant swords you find, they're the freshest that you can find right here in Gladfield. Was it Gladstone?
That field.
Field. Yeah.
And so, according to legend, the reason they had the battle there, was there any particular territory
Oh, I mean, it was all the gods fighting.
the gods fighting?
Yeah, and all the all the powerful people here got wrapped up in it, and that's why they're all dead now.
Is this lore that characters being generally from this region would know?
I mean, you would know a little bit about it. It's like you're kind of living in a post-apocalypse,
Okay.
I guess you would say. So most of the high-level characters would be dead, and their spellbooks lost. Some of the gods have died, and there's also you have to like
Not much of a
really
god.
do a serious job burying people because everyone comes back from the dead as skeletons.
Oh.
Spooky.
So if you don't bury them good enough, they come back.
They will eventually come back as
So
skeletons.
what is...
So there are still roving skeletons that you will encounter. So it's dangerous to cross the roads and go out in the wilderness.
So what does legend say about this battle that they had?
Well, we don't have a whole lot about it. Most of our knowledge was lost. But something happened with Lug, the god of the dead, and he doesn't seem to be able to keep everyone in his domain any longer.
Interesting.
Luke falling asleep on the job.
Yeah, I imagine him like Rip Taylor. Oh dear, I can't keep them all in. They're going everywhere.
What kind of
these dead.
what kind of symbols or other names or languages are associated with Lug?
With Lug, we don't really know so much anymore. Just
Just
the ones I know, because I didn't go to seminary, to Lug Seminary, because no one does. But just skulls and
Crossbones.
darkness.
I see. Appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. You didn't go to Sunday school, did you?
Well, you guys don't have a children's church.
You could say I'm at a turning point in my life.
Oh, we're all at a turning point.
You can always
In fact-
turn.
Existence is pain.
His seminary was just running a gauntlet over and over again and being just beaten.
All right, I'm done.
In thy mercy.
I'm done with the priest. Anybody else?
Oh yeah.
Everybody happy with what you got on your character
Is this
sheet?
the only? Is this like this?
It's the only
town's-
church in town.
Okay. All right.
I mean, it's kind of polytheistic, so
Well-
you wouldn't be weirded out going to another town and worshiping, one of the other gods.
As
It's
a
not weird.
paladin,
It's like
I
Greek.
am required to follow a lawful good deity, I believe, according to the rules somewhere. So, but I don't know who any of those are.
He's lawful good.
This guy is
He's common.
All right, well there we go. That's my
Yep.
dude.
If I haven't marked him as that, I had him in mind.
What's his name again?
Nerve.
Nerv.
It's an interesting trickster god of wisdom.
No, that's not him. That's his dad.
Oh,
That's Gloth.
Or Loki Odin.
Oh, I'm sorry. Not trickster. Poetry and wisdom. The trickster god is a different guy.
So just Odin.
Yeah, he's like Odin.
Poetry. Poem.
Right. Recite a poem.
What if you tell the sonnet?
Poem.
Poem.
Oh,
Shall
that we
I
now
read you
have
a
here.
stanza?
We ready?
Yep.
Do you guys want me to recite the St. Crispin's Day speech
Here it
in
goes.
its entirety?
The one from Tombstone?
Is there one in I haven't seen Tombstone.
Bedford
You ever
and
seen
Exeter,
Tombstone?
Warwick and Talbot,
So-
Yeah.
Salisbury and Gloucester.
There's a scene where
Shall in our
there's,
flowing cups be freshly remembered.
there's a traveling group of thespians, and one of them recites the "Upon St. Crispin's Day," and all of the
yes.
cowboys are applauding and throwing beer.
We few, we happy few, we band of brothers. For he who shed his blood with me shall yearly on the
No,
vigil feast his
That-
neighbor.
that's from earlier
from
in the
the
speech.
first part. Yep.
yeah.
Yeah. My mom made me partially memorize
Well,
it.
that's good. I mean,
apparently.
you still got it. You got it.
And
Excellent.
Crispin's
Got the parts.
shall e'er go by.
Shall ne'er go by.
Shall ne'er go by.
From this day into the ending of the world, but we in it shall be remembered.
Yes.
We
Yeah.
few, we happy
Happy few, we band of brothers. Yeah, that's it.
That's it. All right. What now? Everybody happy with your inventory?
For he who
Sure.
sheds his
Happy.
blood with me. Oh God!
What are you trying to remember now?
It's and sees old age.
Okay.
Yeah.
He who lives this day and sees
old age. Yes, will yearly on the vigil feast his neighbors. Yeah,
And say, these wounds I had
yeah,
on Christmas Day. Yeah.
yeah. It's like
No,
seriously.
then will he strip his sleeve and show his scars and say,
Show his
"These
scars,
wounds I had on
yes.
Christmas Day." Okay.
We're summoning
All right.
something here.
God, that speech is so dope.
It is. It's really great.
I can't get over you've not seen Tombstone.
Yeah, I know. Like
I think you
my
would actually
in-laws
like
quote
it.
it constantly,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
and I
I'm
have
your
it on my
Huckleberry.
watch.
And it like ruins
Yeah.
it for you?
I have I have it on my watch list. I just haven't actually seen it yet. Maybe I'll do it this weekend.
It is a good movie.
All right. Everyone happy with inventory? Mason, are you happy with inventory?
We are happy with inventory.
We're happy with
Mandatory.
inventory. All right. So now, what are you guys going to do?
What time of day is it?
Yeah, life imitating art. I'd like to go to sleep now.
It's 2:00.
Art imitating life, life imitating
Yeah, we
art.
should. We
Both.
should probably.
Both happens.
We should probably waste the day and then go to sleep.
Okay. So how do you want to waste the day?
I want to practice ventriloquism on the hobbits.
Okay. You've got your one spell a day.
I'm gonna let them know that since we're not doing anything today. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm goofing around. You want to try this?
So that's the one you picked that you memorized already?
Yeah.
Or I guess you can memorize it. It takes 15 minutes per level of spell to memorize the spell,
Okay,
but you can only do it once per day.
right.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do that with that one today.
I'd like to go back to the Halfling Inn and ask about what they know about the field.
Okay. You're going in and what do you do your
I have a hobbit sitting on my knee while I'm drinking water, talking.
Okay. and he's talking in your
Which he
voice.
could do anyway, but it's my voice.
Yeah, I hope
sure.
you probably paid him for that, right?
Yeah, and I'm working on a type 5, so
I don't know what that means.
we can go. It's 5 minutes of content.
Oh. Okay. I got you.
It's my material.
So as he's doing that, you're talking with other people, seeing what they know about what exactly?
What do they have? They ever explored the fields? What do they know
Oh
about
no.
it?
No. We never go up there. Never.
Let's say
Never.
let's say I buy him a round of drinks and I'll subtract that.
Okay. Well, one little guy. His name's Whip. Okay, I'm gonna make this guy. Where is he? There he is. Whip, comma, drunky patron. Says, well, and he keeps on getting his. He's got like Vestavia hair. He's got long bangs.
He's got
He
Bama
keeps
bangs.
He's on wiping it. It's like my cousin went up there once. My cousin, I always told him not to do it, but he went up there one time, and then I had this bad dream that he had all his guts ripped out and then put them over his head, and then had to walk into a lake, and then we didn't see him anymore.
Sounds like you go to church at the Nerve place up there.
I do, but I don't think it's related.
Hold on. Wait, why did you say he had guts on his head?
No, I didn't
Dream.
see it. I just had a dream about it, and then the next day he's supposed to come back. Like that was the deal, right? He was supposed to go up there and spend the night, and then he never come back.
Okay.
And that ain't like him because he's real dumb. And he needs us. He needs our help.
He went off at night
Staying under the swords.
under the swords at night. Interesting.
I want to. Can I see if I can try and talk through Mason?
I mean, I don't know how your spell works.
Because we're all in the same room.
How does your ventriloquism?
Would you like me to read it?
Yeah, sure. Read it.
All right.
First, he's got to come climb into your lap, correct?
No. No. That's just for effect. That guy was complacent. I really didn't have to use it on him. It's just the spell enables the magic user to make it sound as if his or her voice or someone's voice or similar sound is issuing from someplace else, such as from another creature, a statue, from behind a door, down a passage, etc. The spell, which isn't really like.
Isn't this what they call thaumaturgy in like 5e?
Anyway,
Probably.
the spellcaster is able to make his or her voice sound as if a different creature were speaking, or make the noise, of course, in a language known by him or her, or a sound which the caster can normally make. With respect to such voices and sounds, there is a 10% chance per point of intelligence above 12
Oh my goodness.
of the hearer that the ruse will be recognized. The material component of the spell is as small as a cone of parchment.
So can you switch out who your voice is coming from? I was not paying attention to anything you said.
It doesn't say that you can't.
Okay, well, there you go.
Yeah. So, yeah.
So while that's happening, in your inn, Stefano, what's your character's name?
Oh, his name is Taliesin Lawhead.
Oh, yeah, Lawhead is like a real name.
Yeah. He wrote a book called Taliesin, which is the cringiest thing I have ever seen.
Okay. So you got your paladin in there.
Yeah.
And as you're getting your drinks, some of it's on the house. If you want the good stuff, you have to pay more. But a little dwarf guy, sidles up to you. He's got long brown beard, and he's really wide, even for a dwarf. And he says, well, hello there. You look new. I haven't seen you before.
Yeah, I'm from very far away from a place
I am also from very far away.
Place called Italy. You've not heard of it.
Italy.
Wait,
No.
if they're both from far away, how does he know that Stefano's Lawhead character is new?
Because of the accent.
I've been here for several months.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Is this
know
John
everyone.
Malkovich?
I know everyone who lives here very well. Not like that. We're not friends, but I am aware of who they
You know
are.
them in the biblical sense.
No. What might bring you here?
Well, I'm just looking for something to do and looking for some kind of adventure. And my buddies went to the Halfling Inn for some weird reason.
Shouldn't he be over there?
Me?
I would not
The dwarf.
go. I would not go to the Halfling Inn. I like this inn.
Oh.
I always stay at this inn. They know me very well at this inn because I always stay at this inn.
Yeah.
I'm 400 loyalty points away from having a free stay at this inn.
You say you're looking for adventure?
Well, one of the guys that's traveling with me is really interested in those swords. But yeah, we're the swords in the ground.
Oh,
But I'm just looking for where the
really, the true adventure, I would say, is not with those swords on that hill that you mentioned. I would say that the true adventure lies elsewhere, and in fact in a completely different direction. The hill is northwest. I would say that the true adventure lies due east. Have you not heard of the Ruined Basilica?
I have not heard of that, but it sounds very interesting.
It says that something strange and terrible lurks in it. Now, I myself cannot verify this, but I do believe it was known as the Basilica of Agony.
So happens I am a servant of the god Nerve, so agony is right in my wheelhouse.
I have not been to very many services.
It's mainly screaming.
But I always hear them.
Open the book to the first chapter.
There's no church bell. It's just a guy yelling.
Goats are often used, but they're not sacrificed.
Things being the way they are, I would not expect that the Lord here would waste his men trying to discern what is in that place. But an enterprising adventurer may do so. I myself am not one for large adventures. I'm a humble man, humble dwarf.
Have you heard any rumors about what I might find there?
No, just something uncanny and terrible. I believe it used to be a church dedicated to the local god, but what it is now I cannot say.
What was the name of the god?
Nerve?
Oh, also Nerve. Okay.
Yep.
It's just you in there, Stefano.
I know. I'm pondering.
We're over here having a party.
Why are you why are you deigning to tell me this and not one of these other?
They already all know it.
Oh, okay.
You're the new one.
Yeah, it costs everybody who comes in here.
We don't get very many visitors, and to be honest with you, I don't feel quite comfortable in social situations. But I make an effort
An autist.
for
Yeah. I was like, he's autist NPC.
for self-improvement. All dwarves are like this. For self-improvement, and
I feel like that was a jab at me.
and so I'm talking to you right now. But don't think that simply because I was motivated personally in talking to you that I care less about this conversation or less about you.
Well, I very much appreciate the information.
You are welcome.
Little does he know, I'm sitting in the door of the inn. I've been talking through this dwarf for the past half hour.
It is customary for me to purchase, upon entering this establishment, 2 mugs of beer. And I carry both of them to the table and sit them both down beside me, one beside the other, and I drink one and then the other. But I have not yet finished my second one. Would you like it?
Yeah, sure. It's customary for me to drink 2 mugs of beer, so let me buy you a round of 2 more.
He looks really happy. He puts on a big smile. He's like, this is it. This is what it's all about. All right.
And then he begins to ask you if you've ever heard of a mix between a
Have you
drow
heard
and a black dragon.
There you go.
What- oh, that's so funny. All right. So,
So I drink 1 beer and I buy him 2 more. And
All right.
that's like what? Some silver pieces?
This is just like friendship.
this is what it's like. I actually have, here it is.
I've seen this done before.
Provisions. An ale, for a pint of ale, that's a silver.
All right. So I buy him 2 pints.
Flagon.
For small beer, for a pint of small beer, that's only 5 copper. But who will want to bother with all that? You can get mead for 5 silver. Fancy.
Oh.
You can get wine. You can get anything.
I'm going to get stupid on mead, man.
Get stupid. All right. So, are you guys ready to fast forward to the next day?
Yes.
Okay. It's the next day.
What's the? I was about to ask what the process is for doing that.
Yeah, I don't know. Let me see.
Well,
How do you calculate sleep?
I'm assuming me and that dude drank several rounds and stumbled off to sleep in our respective abodes.
Yep.
But he could not take the hint, and he came into your room and slept on the floor.
So,
He was actually just there to play Scrabble.
all right. So, day 2, setting out. So, we've got rumors. I will say that for the purpose of this game, I do have the whole little 10 square mile area done up, but let's go to the abandoned Basilica rumor, because that I based that on the sample dungeon in the DMG. So it's classic, right?
Yeah.
So that's the one that's to the east. I've got my overland map here.
Yeah, I like to think I ran to the Hobbit Inn, or Halfling Inn, and was like, "Hey guys, this dwarf told me about, etc."
Do you guys want to hire anybody like along the way, like a guide, or do you just want to head there?
Hey, see if we can hire the dwarf if he knows the way.
Well, I feel like I spent a lot of the evening getting a very detailed accounting of where we needed to go.
So you
from
wouldn't have
him.
to bring the dwarf.
Okay,
So
roll your
then-
charisma.
Okay, it's a D20, right?
Well, what's your bonus?
Oh man, I'm so freaking charismatic. It is a 17.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know what my bonus is though. I'm sorry.
Well, it doesn't matter. I'll just give it to you with that high of a charisma.
Oh, okay.
If you would have wanted to get that information, this guy would not have been able
Okay.
to keep it from you.
Okay.
So yeah, you've got a good idea of which paths to take. You know, it's 2.5 miles or so to the east, right on the edge of Womb Keep Lake. Womb Keep. That is the name of an old ruin that's in the center of the lake. But the basilica, the ruined basilica, is just on the western shore, not far up from the river. So you've got about an hour and a half walk ahead of you to get there. And I think probably we need to call it quits because it's 11:30. People are fading. So the next time we play, we will actually be playing adventuring. And we should probably have more people here too.
Yes.
So-
Yeah. But we need to square them away with this crap. We will fast forward through them buying stuff. Just give it to them.
I'm
Yeah.
proud that we got
and
to
have
this
this
point.
done. Yeah, no,
We
I'm
got the
surprised we
process
actually
down.
started playing.
Yeah, me too. We just
I got to do ventriloquism with hobbits.
yeah, that was fun. The
All
problem
aboard,
with GG No Re is we have too much fun talking before we play.
I'm stuck on the implication of
Well, because of the implication.
because of the implication. If we should have more players, and our DM was banking on us being able to hire henchmen, but we can't.
I was not banking on you being able to hire
Okay.
henchmen. I assumed that you wouldn't want to because it would slow down your XP progression at these low levels, which you definitely need that extra hit die of HP as a buffer so you don't die. Once
Okay.
you get up to like second or third level, then I can see a splashing coin to get some hinchies.
Okay, because I was like, man, we're gonna get absolutely wrecked. Even
No,
with
I mean,
a few more people.
You
but
might,
maybe not.
but you can also hire men at arms, which aren't great fighters. They go with you, so we can deal with
Cannon
that
fodder.
in between the next session.
We'll do more reading.
Yeah. So the earliest we could play is tomorrow. We can't play again right now because this session is over and the next one continues one day in the future. But tomorrow we could play.
Yeah.
So that's how that works. Now we know. All right. If you did not skip this one, you just must be a super fan, or you just wanted to join the cult of nerve by yourself and suffer through this to increase your sanctification.
Yeah.
We are going to be actually playing tomorrow. I mean, next time.
It's new.
The real world is merging. It's just like Jack Chick said. And
I declare you dead.
no.
No.
And there's going to be another form of pain that you will endure, which is combat. They're going to do the whole thing. The segments, casting time, weapon speed factors. It's all going to happen. Side initiative, but with individual dexterity adjustments. All that. And then we're going to have John here, who's a ranger, who makes me have to convert things to different scales because he surprises people like 13.7% more often. I don't know. So there's going to be a lot of math. It's going to be great. Won't you join us?
Yeah.
Right there. All right. Bye-bye.